It starts so young, and if you think about it, you fall and scrape your knee, and the first thing someone does is hand you a lollipop and says, here, this will make it better, and you'll stop crying. But here it is. Now you have this association with sugar is going to make it better. Or celebrations, like you said, with the birthday cake, or, you know, a big thing, big sugar thing. So often a lot of our tastes are developed really early on in our life, in the first few years, actually. That's not to say you can't change them, because you absolutely can. I can give you an example of my own, but what you can really do is, for those people who have families with young kids, really do them a favor. And if not, I'm not saying disallow any sugar, but really ratchet it back, and just know they're getting it pretty much everywhere. You know, Easter's coming, or Halloween, or Christmas. There's all these celebrations. They're getting plenty. You don't necessarily want to disallow that, but on a regular basis, day to day, you want to really ratchet that back, because you're actually going to make life a lot easier for your kids long term, because they won't have developed the taste for it so much. When I started getting heavy into nutrition, my kids were a little bit older, and they were, you know, they weren't old, but, you know, they'd had a taste for sugar already. And so I had to kind of ratchet it back a little slowly by sort of forgetting to buy certain things at the grocery store for a while. And so we slowly worked our cupboard to having less and less of this kind of thing in it. And eventually, but I wouldn't disallow it. There was sort of no judgment. They went to a birthday party. They could eat all the cake they wanted at someone else's party. And one example is pretty interesting to me, after they hadn't really been having a whole lot of sugar in our house, is one of my kids had been at a party and came back and said, oh, I feel terrible. Really felt the effects of the sugar and the cake and pizza that they'd just had. And really so it allowed them to make the connections, because I could talk until I was blue in the face about it, but until they experienced it for themselves, it wasn't going to be as meaningful.